Welcome on back to Up North at 4. Joining us now is Brian Hegge for the Northwoods Nordic Ski Club. So, Brian, this is a timely interview here because we got, what'd you say, 8 inches?
Yep.
8 inches of snow?
6 to 8, yes.
Yeah. Ballpark it.
Yeah.
We're getting snow, regardless.
Yes. Yep.
And the Hodag Challenge, cross-country skiing challenge is coming up this weekend. Brian, what is this event all about?
Okay, so the Hodag Challenge is the premier middle school and high school cross-country ski race in the state. It's second only to the state championships, which are held over in Hayward. We have 22 teams from Wisconsin attending. And 3 teams coming down from the Upper Peninsula, and currently the registration is at 378 kids for the weekend. So
78.
It is the second largest ski race for the high school in the state of Wisconsin.
Wow.
And we have it here in Rhinelander, and we've had it here for several years now. It's held out at the Cedric A. Vig Outdoor Classroom, Kavak, out on South Shore Drive. So yeah, it's a wonderful event.
Wow.
So if you watch this show, Brian, you know that once in a while I kind of hate on cross-country skiing. It's because I prefer gravity to take me downhill, but...
He prefers less work, is what he's saying.
But this is a popular sport, especially in the Northwoods. The Kavak trails back there are amazing. It's a big draw. Do lots of fans join us in this?
Oh, I think last year... I'll bet we had probably 200 to 300 spectators because all you got to do is say, okay, we have 370 kids, coaches, families, and spectators. So immediately, I thought last year we had 500 people out at Kavak. So, you know, the impact on the community is huge. I mean, they're all up here for a 2-day weekend, occupying, you know, pretty much all the housing we have.
So you were mentioning earlier to me that you were out grooming the trails early this morning. We've got snow on the way, a lot of snow it sounds like. How does that impact kind of getting ready for an event like this?
Well, we were blessed. I mean, that early snowstorm that we had really set us up. So we've had exceptionally good skiing on our trails out here. It all got very compacted the other day, but it groomed up really nice this morning. And with the top dressing today, it's just going to be like, you know, a devil's food cake with nice frosting on the top for the weekend. So we're happy about this little snowstorm that comes in. Yes.
There we go.
And it's been at Kavak for several years now.
Yeah.
I've been on those trails. There's lots of hills. How long is this course?
There's 2 courses. Actually, there's 3. There's the 5K for the high schoolers. Then there's a 3.3K for the middle schoolers.
Okay.
And then on Saturday afternoon, we also have a 1K for the youth skiers, which are 4th grade and less. Okay. So there's basically 3 courses that we set up during the day.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Which one's toughest out of those 3?
Oh, the 5.
For sure. Have you tried it?
Oh, yeah.
You've done it?
Of course, I have to ski it. I have to know it all.
I would hope so, but I just wanted to check with you, Brian.
Yep. There.
So, all right, so 370 some odd kids are showing up. Is this like on par for a normal year, or is this higher than most?
I think we're slightly more than last year.
Okay.
When we started 6 years ago, we had 120.
So this has still grown a lot.
This has been growing exponentially every year, although I think we're probably topped out now because, like I said, we have every single ski team in the state attending this, all the way from Waukesha, Hayward, Madison, Green Bay, plus throw in a couple UP teams, and 2 of those teams from the Upper Peninsula have never been here before. So they're coming down just for this event. So, yeah, I think we're maxed out.
So the event is this weekend. It's too late to probably participate in the events, correct?
I think we've got everybody in the state that's on a ski team that's already here, yeah.
But if people want to go watch, what time should they be there, and what's that process look like?
So the high school races start at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. The first race is a classic race. It's an interval start, so everybody goes off at a 15-second interval. We start the first ones at 11, and then I think the girls go off at a little before that. And then the middle school will start Saturday at about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And then on Sunday, it's just a half an hour different. We start a little bit earlier. We start at 9:30, and then we have a second wave at 11, and then the middle school goes in the afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Perfect. All right, so Brian, I do appreciate you coming on, talk about the Hodag Challenge. And I want to do something fun here, a little game that we call What Happens Next. And we're going to do that after the break. Do you want to stick around and play?
You may regret this.
You can say no.
I don't think I'm going to
I might regret this.
We are going to take a break, though. We'll be right back on Up North at 4. Welcome on back to Up North at 4. Brian Hegge joining us to talk about the Hodag Challenge. Of course, cross-country skiing, very popular this time of year, especially in the Northwoods. And Brian, I'm sure you guys this weekend will see a lot of very good, very talented cross-country skiers, but not everybody is as talented.
What are you saying? What are
You know exactly what I'm saying, Jeff. So
You're joining him too?
Brian's on my side. I love this. All right, so Brian, we're going to play a game here.
Okay.
We call it, drum roll, please. Thank you. We call it Guess What Happens Next. Very simple game, Brian. I'll show you the beginning of a video clip. In this instance, it's going to be cross-country skiing bloopers. We're going to pause the video, and you guys have to guess what happens next.
All right, let's do
Pretty
this.
simple. All right, so we'll start here with this first one. We're going to have this woman in, I think it's like a pink jacket on skis. So, yeah, off to a decent start here, but what is going to happen next? Is she going to get sideswiped by another skier, or is she going to take a seat, or the knees are going to stop working, Brian? I feel like you've probably seen a lot of people take diggers in your time. What are you thinking here?
She's going to take a seat.
Taking a seat, Jeff?
I agree. Take a seat.
All right, let's play this one here. What happens next to this poor old lady? You guys are kind of gross for rooting for this to happen, by the way. I can't believe you two.
And-
Looking good. And, oh.
Took a seat.
Ends up on her backside. So, yeah, not the best.
Take a seat.
We got this, Brian.
Not the best form here from that lady. But, hey, 1 for 1 for you guys. So, good start so
You
far.
know, the kids are going to be much faster than that. You know,
I would
that
hope.
was-
99% of them.
Yes. That's always a goal.
So we'll see probably some good action, much like you might see at the international level. So what happens next in this video? We got a wipeout here on the corner. You see these all the time in races, but what happens next year? Is there someone going to be late to the party, joining in on this pileup? Are we going to have an encore, a second pileup? Or is someone going to say, who needs a ski? I can finish this race.
Who needs a ski?
No, I think it's late to the party.
You think someone's going to show up
Yeah.
and not avoid the pileup
Yeah.
here? All right, let's play this one from the top. What happens next, folks? All right, we got our pile up here. It looks
Hey.
like 3-4. So that guy, I guess, kind of took his own little encore here. And I love this one so much because eventually this guy is going to kind of get left in the dust and say, you know what? Who needs the ski? And he goes for a while here. Is this legal, though, Brian? Like, if this happens, can you...
Where's he going?
Yes,
Can
that's
you
totally
finish?
legal.
You can run the course?
Well, he's not going to win.
No.
Right, but like they don't say like, hey, you got to get your ski on before you can continue. I'm not that familiar with the rules.
Actually, that happened a week ago on the World Cup to Zach Ketterson, who is from Rhinelander in Europe.
Really?
He actually lost a ski
I
didn't
and he
know this.
finished the race.
I didn't even know. Okay,
So
there's a lot to unpack
crossed
here.
the finish line with one ski.
No, he actually got a replacement ski on the course.
Got it.
Where do you get those from?
Like you just go shopping on the side of the course.
They
you
have,
got
they
the
have
chalet.
coaches with spare parts.
Okay, spare part. Let me say like,
I need a
yeah,
ski, guys.
I got my knees
I
kind
need a whole
of,
ski.
my knees kind of acting
I need
up
a
a little
left
bit.
leg.
Yeah, right. All right, so Brian, you got that one right though. So
Okay.
hats off to you, Jeff.
Not
1
so
for 2.
much.
You're gonna have to shape it up here. I know I said I really loved that last video, but this one I think actually might be my favorite blooper out of the 3. So we got to guess, boys, what happens next? Kind of a sharp blind corner here for these kids. And you'll see one of them kind of goes off the trail. That girl fell. But what happens next
Why
year?
did he forget to turn?
We're going to have a group party. The trail is that way. Have some more people kind of going off the trail here. Or, hey, who put that tree
All
there?
right, Brian, you first.
What do you think?
The trail is that way.
Trail is that. We
it's,
think they're going off the trail.
I
Okay.
think it's who put the tree there.
So you're rooting for someone to run into a tree.
Yeah.
That's
It happens.
messed
I
up,
think I
Jeff.
saw him wearing a helmet. They're good.
That's fair. I don't think that's how that works. Let's play it through. What happens next year, boys? All right, so you see them blind, kind of a sharp curve. They're kind of not taking this one too well. So we got one kid down.
He just goes right into
This
the-
person has to fall to avoid them. Third person stays on their feet. Next person eats it. So as you can see here, we got a group party.
It's a party.
It's a group
here.
party.
This one, it goes on for a while. I think there ends up being like 8 kids that end up joining
So
No,
Brian and I
just
are
pile
tied
up.
then.
So Brian and you finished
Brian,
with the
we're
tie.
tied.
here.
We're tied.
You guys
Did
fine
they tell you
ending
that
with
he
the tie?
loses every sport he comes up against me at?
No.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure I get that out there.
Are you saying that you want to go head-to-head in cross-country skiing?
Yeah.
Brian?
Yes.
Well, I can put you on some skis. You can come out Saturday and kind of lead the charge.
This isn't a paper. This is a gauntlet.
It's down.
It's been thrown down, Jeff. You're going to have to make this happen, and Brian's going to help me
Saturday?
out,
What am I doing
coach me up.
Saturday?
You're going down. All right, we're going
Are
to
you
have
in
to plan
town
this.
this weekend?
We're going to have to plan this.
And we do offer lessons too.
There we go. I'm going to do this. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us,
Thank you.
Brian. Buffy's going to join us next. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.
Great.